Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining today. Thank you if you have returned, and a special thank you if this is your first time. We are going to discuss how we can turn leads into real customers. We will do so by discussing a mindset shift that we need to have as a person. We'll also identify our audience. We're going to talk about choosing the correct niche or topic to discuss with our audience. We will talk about using their language is what we want to discuss. And we're going to discuss some simple skills, and we will talk about building trust. That's really important to build trust. And we will finalize this session with discussing how we can encourage our customers to refer our business to other people. My name is Esther, and I enjoy discussing topics related to online marketing. I have niche specifically to affiliate marketing. I want to continue the journey of sharing with others, talking about traffic, talking about leads, and other profitable strategies. All right, so let's get into it. Let's discuss a mindset shift. And so, one thing that's really important as we are on our journey is we do not want to focus on saying, I want to convince someone to purchase my item. We want to be in a space where we are clearly encouraging other people and we're sharing what we have to offer. This way, our excitement for that product will come through. It will resonate with someone else. We will be in a place to give the right person the clear positioning, the clear solution, and we're able to build trust along the way, right? So we want to put the right offer in front of the right person at the right time. And we do this by having the appropriate excitement about the offer that we are delivering to this person. So we're not in a place where we need to convince them of anything, right? So we will say, I enjoy this product and I want to make sure I share it with you. I use this product and these are the benefits that I've gained from using this product right now at hand. And so we will stop the struggle of feeling like we need to sell to someone or feeling like we need to convince a person to buy from us. How do we stop it? Because we're simply sharing our story. We're sharing where we are in the journey. And we're going, I like this product, and this product has benefited me in this way and in that way. And I want to share it with you because it could potentially benefit you as well. And so, how do we know who to share this product with in the first place? This requires us to know our audience. And so we want to make sure that we know our audience. This is where we will get a little bit more detailed as to what is of concern to them. We want to make sure that we know more than just, oh, they live on this side of the water and they speak this language. We want to get a little bit deeper, right? The language is important because we need to be able to communicate with them. But once we know the language they speak, let's learn a little bit more about them. How will our product help them to not feel uncomfortable? How will our product help them to feel like they are gaining a benefit? Their day is moving along easier because of our product. And how will our product help them to feel like they can take the leap, right? So we don't want them to feel like, oh, I see what you're offering. Or maybe we've even demonstrated something to them, right? You've shown them how to do it. And they go, well, yeah, but you did it. I don't know that I can do it. Like that was a lot of stuff that you did, and that was great, but can I do that? And so we want to be able to resonate that in our content, in our conversation with our audience. Yes, you can do it, but we want to do a little bit more than saying, yes, you can do it. We want to share with them why they can do that thing that we showed them. Oh, it's not bad. It's this and this. There are these 3 clicks and you sign up with this account, and this account may have a free trial. And so that eases their uncomfortableness, right? They don't have to automatically go in all the way. Maybe they could peek in a little bit and see. You go, well, I showed them that was the peak. That's no problem. Well, if the person still feels uncomfortable, then we want to look a little bit more into our audience deeper. Why do they still feel uncomfortable even after we've shown them how to use a certain tool or how to use a certain platform? So we want to be in a place where we've helped them specifically, right? So we want to do some research on this person. How would we do research on a human that we don't know this exact person, but we know characteristics about this person? So I'll use an example. Let's say someone is putting forth effort to focus on retirement, okay? And this person wants to be prepared for their retirement, and this person maybe this person wants to have income during their retirement, okay? So maybe a flashy lifestyle might not be the best indicator for this person, because they'll go, well, I mean, your product works, but I also don't want to have a supercar, right? So then this isn't the best messaging for the person that you are putting forth effort to share your product, okay? Let's say that you are wanting to speak to someone that's saying, I would just like to have some extra income and I already have my salary. I'm good with what I'm doing. Then in this case, for this person, maybe you would want to show a vacation. Or maybe you would want to, because of the times we're living in, you would want to show them a grocery bill. And you want to say, I bought all these groceries and I was able to get all these groceries and I had side income and it was no big deal. I didn't have to go look in my bank account and see if I could afford the groceries or not. This is where we are meeting our audience, right? We know our audience, so we're meeting them where they are. How do we find the correct traffic for our niche? We want to go to the different platforms that exist. There's Pinterest, there's Facebook, there's LinkedIn. You can use your own website as well. You have all of these different platforms. We have YouTube. Go to those platforms, look at their pages. So go to like Pinterest.com or Facebook.com or Meta.com or LinkedIn.com and look at the messaging on their main website, because they will tell you who is their audience. Okay. So if your audience for your business meets with their audience for their business, then that is a good platform for you to showcase your business. Okay. So this is the big one. This is one of the big ones, using their language. We talked about this a little bit earlier when we were discussing overcoming challenges. So if someone has a habit of saying, I just want something simple that actually works, I'm not techie, I need to use it step by step, then your content needs to resonate specifically with those words and in that way. We don't want to turn around and say, well, if you want something that is not overly complicated or overly cumbersome, those are not the words they're using. They said, I just want something simple that actually works. Those are the words. You want to actually use those exact words. If they said, I'm not techie, then you don't want to say, well, you don't need to have a technical degree or computer science degree. It's not important that you have an electrical or computer degree. Those are not the words you want to use. You want to use the words, this product does not require you to be techie, or this product does not require you to understand tech. Use those exact words. We want to use the words that the person is using, because then the person will say, oh, you understand what I'm saying. You get my point. Okay. So use their language. Okay. Make it simple. Make it easy for them to follow. Now, let's say the person enjoys words similar to cumbersome or complicated. They enjoy those words. Then use those words. Say the word cumbersome. Say the word complicated, because those words are the words that will cause the person to go, huh, This person understands me, right? Use the words that your audience uses in their daily life. And we want to use simple tools that allow us to communicate with our audience. Now, simple is relative, right? So if our service is to help someone to become a programmer, then your tools will be different than someone else's tools who has no experience and no knowledge with tech. Okay. So you want to understand the different tools that are present. I have a blog that has a list of various tools we can use in our business. I will leave a link in the description for you to go to that blog and learn all about various tools. And it is not, that list does not include all of the tools that are available. That list just includes some of the more popular tools that are available. And you can go through the list and you can find a tool that resonates. The easiest way to say this, if you're looking for a tool, is if you like the tool, then more than likely your audience will like the tool. Why? Because your audience is typically you 7 months ago. Okay, very cool. All right, so now we want to talk about building trust before we are in a space to say, purchase this item with the person. How do we build trust? We want to show up consistently. We want to give to the person. We're giving them value. We're helping them along the way. YouTube is an amazing platform, an example of this, right? So a person logs on to YouTube and they do not need to have a subscription, but they are getting constant value, right? Some people even call YouTube University, right? This is the value they're receiving. Literally, people are on YouTube and they are learning how to repair their cars. They're learning how to repair air conditioning. They're learning how to repair plumbing. They're learning how to repair their lives and transform their lives. Okay. So as you're building your business, YouTube might be a very good option for you. Okay? You want to build that know, like, and trust, giving free value and small wins. So share them along the way, right? Be excited. Make sure you're sharing those small wins with your community. This is how you're gaining and you're building traction. Why are you sharing the small wins? You're sharing the small wins because you're showing proof that your program works. That's why you're sharing the small wins. Remember earlier we were saying, how can you overcome the obstacle, or how can you overcome someone's nervousness that your product will not work for them? Sharing wins is a very good way to do this. And you're sharing small wins. So you're not always sharing the gigantic wins, especially if your audience is an audience of people who are new, or they're like maybe 2 levels above new. Maybe they're not like veterans in the subject matter that you're discussing, right? And so you want to be careful with going, if let's say you're in the make money online niche, okay? You want to be careful with going, I've made $20 million or I've made $11 million. You want to be careful with that message if your audience is full of new people, because now they're going, wow, that's a lot of money. Yeah, I would be excited. I want to do it. It's great. But then they start, and then day one, they don't make $11 million on day one. Or it's been day 6 and they still haven't made $11 million. You're literally teaching them expectations that are not realistic. You know it's not realistic because you already went through the journey from 0 to $11 million. So why would you give them this unrealistic expectation in the beginning? So that's why sharing small wins are important. And even if you've made $11 million or $20 million, do you have receipts, or do you have pictures of when you made your first commission or when you made your 20th commission? Can you show those even when you're at your $11 million range? Why? Because your audience is new. So you're reminding your audience, there was a day I started out small too, and here is my small win. So share your wins, no matter how small they are. Being clear and honest again about what your product does. This creates the excitement. This creates that know, like, and trust with your audience, right? So you're creating and you're building that trust. You're building that trust. You're building that trust because you know the product and you know how that product will help your audience. Okay? This way, really and truly, what happens is that your audience ends up becoming people who refer your product. And this is even so amazing, right? So here you are just living your life. Let's say you're out on vacation with your family and you're at the beach having fun, living and enjoying everything. And then a sale comes through and you're like, whoa, a sale happened. That's amazing. Why? Because you've built know, like, and trust with your audience so well that your audience is purchasing even while you're on the beach, spending time with your family. Because again, why are we building businesses? We're doing them so that we have time to spend with our family. We've already put all of our automation and everything into place. And automation is a totally different video. So I'll talk about that in a different video. Okay. And so we've put all of that into play. And so now our audience is purchasing from us. Now, guess what? Now someone that was referred to you is purchasing from you because this person went and they were able to look at your content. They were able to look at what you were offering. And they said, yes, this works. This person works for me. Okay. So now what's happening is your audience has found someone that is a part of your audience and they've captured that person on your behalf. Win-win. Yes, definitely a win-win happening here. Okay, so this is what we want. We want to be in a place where we don't feel like we're convincing someone. It takes time. I'm going to say that again. It takes time. If you are looking at someone who has made $11 million and they've made it consistently over time, and their sum is 11 million, this person is likely going to say to you, I have 5 years or 10 years worth of experience as an entrepreneur, as a business owner. This person did not start as a business owner today and revenued $10 million from their business day one. They have years of experience behind them, and that experience is allowing them to be able to say, today I've made 10 million. Today I've made $11 million. Okay. So it takes time. Again, we want to make sure that we understand we do not need a huge audience. That is not necessary. We do not need a huge audience. We need the right audience, right? So we want to have the right product in front of the right audience at the right time. All right. So remember, we talked about a mindset shift, how we want to be sharing with the person and being excited with them, excited about the product, excited about the benefits. We want to make sure we understand them. Why do we want to understand them? Because we want to meet them where they are. Are they on LinkedIn? Are they on Facebook? Are they on Pinterest? Are they on TikTok? Where are they? Are they on YouTube? We want to meet them where they are. And we want to use their language. What words are they using in their daily life? We want to use those words to connect with our audience. We want to use simple tools that will allow them to consume our content and also to buy our product. And we want to build trust with them. It's absolutely important that we're doing everything in our power to build trust with them. If we do this, then we get the biggest surprise, and it is absolute validation for our business. Our main audience will refer our product to someone else, and our audience will purchase, and the person that was referred to us will purchase. And this is how we are in a space where we definitely know our business is working, where we definitely know we are doing what is necessary to convert our leads into customers and to convert our leads into fans. Thank you for joining today. Again, I will leave the list of tools in the description. And I'll also leave another link in the description that will give you the opportunity to learn about the business of online business. So when you're ready to grow and build your business and to shine and share your product with the world, we're going to help you to learn and gain the skills you need to run an online business so that no matter what product you want to bring to the world, you're able to do so successfully. I'll see you in the next video.